The ancestors are shaking, and there seems to be something very spiritual about this plantation burning down. This is the historic Nottawood Plantation. It is the largest antebellum plantation in the U.S. that was left. Now it is burned to smithereens. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. This is John Hamden Randolph. John Hamden Randolph was from Virginia, but he came and became a Louisiana slave owner and sugar plantation owner. He owned the Nottoway, the Blythewood, the Forest Home, and the Bayou Gula. Now, the Bayou Gula is a bayou area of water that was named after the Muskegon Native American tribe, the Bayugula, and they basically stole it from the natives and named it the Bayou Gula. So very, very interesting who all was, damaged by the U.S. slave trade, black people, native people, and it was all taken over and just sold all by the whites in America. The plantation was huge. They had hundreds of year-old trees around it. And this plantation actually was named after where he used to live in Virginia. So that's what I'm saying. They were just using the land like Pokemon trading cards. And they had thousands of slaves. This mansion alone, this plantation alone had 64 rooms. And I'm actually going to do a little tour with you now and walk you through how those rooms looked before it all was burned down. So you can see the opulence that they made the black people work for crumbs, and they lived in opulence. This mansion sat on 53,000 square feet. It had 360 windows and doors and 22 white panels. So this is a huge place, obviously, but you're seeing they kept a lot of that old antebellum look intact, and they used it as a museum. The press came out of Louisiana, of course, and they came out and said this is a huge loss for the state of Louisiana because this is a huge tourist spot. Now, I've heard of Iberville before. Shout out to Messy Maya, R.I.P. Messy Maya, because Messy Maya was from the Iberville Projects. Remember that song, Abba, 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 Abbaville? I used to listen to that back in the day before Messy Maya passed away. So those are the descendants of the slaves, probably of this man. You see this was a palace. Now, these people went on to marry other plantations owners just to simply make their thing bigger. I mean, his mother-in-law went on to marry a U.S. senator. That's how big this money had gotten. Let's continue to take a tour.